Hi, welcome back to Hannity. We have more reaction to this blockbuster news about James Comey and a May 2nd exoneration of Hillary before the investigation was even complete. Let me just stay on what he's exonerating here, because we know the mishandling of classified, top secret, special access program information. We know that was on that server in the mom and pop shop bathroom, closet, by the way. We know that she destroyed such information. We know that she lied when she said she didn't have this information on there, that she didn't send or receive. That's been debunked. Then you've got the whole thing about deleting 33,000 subpoenaed emails. Then you got the acid wash and the use of bleach bit. Most Americans had never heard of it before. Then you've got an aide busting up devices, Blackberries and the like, with hammers. And the only thing they turn over to the FBI in terms of a device is one without a SIM card, rendering it useless for the FBI. Now, that sounds to me, it is obvious that laws were broken here, and that we now know 5 foreign agencies tapped into that particular server. That compromised national security. So does that mean now that the fix is in with Comey instructed we got to go back and do it all over again?
Well, I think a couple things here. First of all, there's a report out today that she apparently had a deal. I haven't seen the exact language yet, but she apparently had a deal with the Obama administration that allowed she and her top aides to take away whatever they wanted to, which apparently included an entire section on her outreach to the Muslim community in the Middle East. I mean, first of all, the Obama administration didn't have the authority to violate law by having this kind of a deal. But second, this is a whole new zone that just showed up during the day today as a report of a special arrangement that she had made to be able to take all this stuff away, even though
that was with the Obama administration
in terms of security. With the Obama administration. So let me draw this into 2 parts for a second, Sean. Part one is Hillary and the entire gang from the foundation through her aides, et cetera. That's got to be reopened. Part two is the level of corruption and dishonesty in the FBI and the Justice Department. That's an entire new case. Both of these cases, I think the Congress has to insist, and frankly, Attorney General Sessions has to insist, that both of these are going to be pursued not as a matter of vengeance, not to go after people, but because the rule of law, the very base of the American system, requires that we take seriously when powerful people are corrupted. And you have both a Clinton corruption and a Comey FBI corruption. Those are 2 separate cases. They both have to be brought to light, and people have to be prosecuted.
I always thought that it was a mistake that Jeff Sessions recused himself here. And you got Rod Rosenstein.
Wait. Okay. Wait, he has not recused himself on any of this. He recused himself narrowly on the Russian investigation about whether or not the Trump campaign was involved. But as Attorney General, he's not recused on whether or not the FBI was corrupted, and he's not recused on whether or not the Clinton team was corrupted.
And I was specifically
told... And he has
told...
an absolute obligation.
I agree with you. But he also didn't recuse himself on Uranium One or on the dossier, because, again, that came up later, too. You know, tell me...
Let me say this. Let me say this straight. Let me say this straight for a second, because I've known Jeff Sessions a long time. And I'll just say flatly, it's time for the Attorney General to step up to the plate and do his job. He has no excuse. As somebody who I know believes in the law, he has no excuse for hiding. He has to set up a Clinton investigation. He has to set up an FBI Justice Department investigation. This is his obligation under the law to enforce it and to protect the American people. And Jeff Sessions has nowhere to hide on this. He can't recuse himself. He can't say he's not involved. These 2 things are so profound that he has to take them head on, or he's frankly not doing his job.
I don't think I could say it any better. It's serious. We will stay on it. Interesting. Isn't it sad? Probably the biggest news story in our lifetime politically, and the news media in this country has basically ignored it, and they've been co-opted by a phony narrative, and that they are spreading lies and fake news for a year and being caught regularly at it. Last word.
Well, look, this is the beginning of the end of their world. If the Clintons go down as hard as I think they're going to, and if the corruption in the FBI goes down as hard as I think it's going to, then the elite media will have been more severely damaged than any time in the last 50 years.
Chilling. Mr. Speaker, we'll stay on it, I promise. This is a huge story.